Welcome to the Film Junket Podcast.
What's going on, everybody? Happy New Year. Hey, first podcast of 2020. Is it weird that we're in 2020? Because I think it's fucking weird. Just to see it, just to say it, I don't know. It catches me off guard. It really feels like we are in the goddamn future. And then when you look around, I mean, look what I'm doing right now, guys. I'm literally recording myself just talk nonsense in a broadcast, but it's a podcast that you're listening to at your own convenience. It's not live. It's not the radio. No sponsors yet. Hopefully. Maybe one day. One day I'll get there, guys. Yeah, what's happening? Welcome to the podcast. Guys, there's something going on with me right now. Well, first off, I'm recording this on Thursday, not Wednesday. Again, because yesterday, family stuff kind of like got in the way of recording the podcast, so I'm not going to go into detail with it or anything, but, you know, it just kind of ran a little, it just got in the way, and then it was too late, and I went, okay, I'll just do it tomorrow after the movie, which I just saw 1917. Whoa! Yeah, whoa, that's pretty much, I mean, my first reaction review is already up. You guys have seen that. It's that movie, how the fuck, Man, I guess I shouldn't say too much about it. I should just wait till my actual review. But my God, that's a cinematic experience. I don't know how they achieved pulling off a one-shot in a war film. Holy shit, man. It is just beautifully done. Beautifully done. But yeah, guys, there's something going on with me right now. Oh my God. I have another head growing out under my ear. Something, I don't know. You know, when you think like, it's just a little, maybe it's a little ingrown hair or a pimple, it's whatever, you know, and then all of a sudden you wake up one day and the thing sprouts like arms and legs and it's talking to you. I don't know what the hell. I might have to go to urgent care tomorrow or over the weekend or something like that if it does not get any better. But yeah, what I thought was just like going to be a little minor pimple that was, you know, I felt it. I was like Saturday, maybe Sunday. And then all of a sudden, just throughout the week, it just, it's trying to take over my head. It's consuming my brain. I don't know what the hell's going on. You ever had this? And, I mean, obviously when something is growing on your body, probably one of the worst things to do is maybe to look up on WebMD. But I was like, okay, I'm just going to. And I looked up WebMD bump face thingies. And what it's sounding like is just like an ingrown hair that got infected. And here's some ways to treat it, but you might want to just go in and get something, either a dermatologist or your physician or whatever the fuck. And yeah, so one of the things was if you have a oatmeal-based lotion, try that. And I had that, which is weird. How do I have just randomly a bottle of lotion that is oatmeal-based? So I put that on there, and it actually helped a little. It's not like throbbing or anything. It's not like I'm feeling it, and I hadn't been feeling it. It's just I could feel the tenderness of it. This is a great way to start off the 2020 podcast. My God, talking about bumps on my fucking body. But it's just, man. So if I'm going to see what's going on tomorrow, I'm going to pick up this tea leaf oil that it said also to put on there too that could really soothe it and get it going, because apparently if you have infected ingrown hair, there's just a cluster of dead cells that just went rogue. I don't know. And I don't know what's going on, but it's like, it's a nuisance. It's noticeable. Not that bad. It actually feels worse than it looks. It's weird because I think a lot of the swelling is underneath the surface, and then you got the nice bump that's above. And then it could be a cyst, a type of cyst. I don't know. But there you go, guys. That's how 2020 is starting off for me. Cheers. By the way, I'm drinking some Pinot Noir. No. I'm drinking a Cabernet, actually. One of my New Year's resolution, stop drinking hard booze. Resolutions. I always say, like, yeah, have resolutions, but make it goal oriented, okay? You know, and if I could just give you some advice for 2020, if you have any resolutions, make sure you turn them into goals. Okay, a big one is, losing weight, for instance. Okay, people are like, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to eat right. No. Okay, weigh yourself and then go, I'm going to lose this much. I'm going to get to this number. And then write it somewhere. Put it on your fucking fridge. Put it the wallpaper, the background of your computer or your phone. And just make that your goal. You know, don't just say, I'm going to lose weight. You know, I'm going to eat right. And, then what happens? You're shoving the Fritos burrito that I just saw on TV from Taco Bell down your which actually looks really good. No, but yeah, just make it your goal. If you're gonna, if another one, quitting smoking, just be like, don't even say like, I'm gonna quit smoking. Now, just reduce. Just be like, okay, by this date or by 6 months, I'm gonna be at 1 cigarette a day. That's probably not that great, but or just like 1 cigarette a week or something. I don't know. Reduce. Just have numbers, okay? I'm gonna save this much money. Have it written somewhere or something like that. Just that's all I'm saying. Just have goals. I don't. For me, I don't even know. I think my ultimate thing. If you guys have seen like my videos lately, sorry, I got my poster on the side here. It's like falling down. If you guys actually have looked at my channel, my goal was to make my thumbnails look better. That's my goal. Yeah. Because I feel like I was neglecting the way my thumbnails work. Because, obviously, when you take, like, YouTube 101 or whatever, if you watch anybody that says, how do you increase viewership on YouTube channels, they always talk about thumbnails. Trying to make your thumbnails look more appealing so then people click on them. And I always was like, yeah, okay, but as long as I have whatever, title's right there, blah, blah. I was always kind of lazy on it. And not always. Sometimes I would jazz it up, but sometimes it was like just a basic thing, a trailer reaction. I just put a clip from the trailer, and then there's me. Hey, I'm watching it. I'm reacting. But no, I was just like, okay, let me actually put, words actually in the thumbnail, because maybe the whole thing of, hey, they're not looking at they're just looking at your thumbnail. The eyes go to the thumbnail first. So I thought, okay, fine. I'll start jazzing up the thumbnails. And I've even done it with my short videos. Because I realized, wait a minute, when I'm recording my short videos, most of the time I'm at my desktop. And what's behind me? The green monster. That's right, I'm rubbing it right now. You hear that? Anyways, yeah, I got really freaky in here for a minute there. What's up, green? Yeah, I figured, okay, I have a green screen behind me. I could kind of like key it out and put that in the thumbnail. I should probably have better lighting, because usually I don't. I usually just have like the silver, the white Christmas lights I have strung up, and then the screen, and possibly my TV lighting up. So sometimes it's not going to key as good, because obviously when I'm recording, I have my two good studio lights. So everything looks nice and pretty. So I don't know, maybe I'll change it up so then I can do that, or I don't know. I don't want it like super bright, because I got the camera face. You can see all my imperfections and all the little bumps that are growing on my face. It's just one. It's on the other side. You don't see it. It's fucking crazy, man. I'm just like, I'm dying. This is what it's all about, huh? And what's funny is yesterday, guys, this is how stupid I am. Because of my new job that I got, that I'm going to be starting soon, I had to go take a physical and a piss test. I thought it was just going to be a piss test, but no, it was also a physical. So I could have had the physician look at it and maybe, hey, let me give you something. But I was just I was on my lunch break, and I didn't think, I was in a hurry, and I was like, don't even worry about it. Yeah, I wish I did, because, it's in the day, it's gotten, somewhat worse. I don't know. It's all good. There's an urgent care right down the street. I'm probably, if it's not feeling good after work, I'm just going to go over there, have them take a look at it. Hopefully it's nothing too crazy. It doesn't seem like it is. Like I said, when I was researching, which is just almost terrible to do, but I was researching on WebMD, it just sounds like it's an infected ingrown hair. Ugh. You guys grossed out yet? I'm sure there's people that have turned off the podcast going like, why the fuck? I don't need to hear about your random bumps on your body, Dave. Fuck. But anyways, New Year's resolutions. Hopefully you stick with them. Make some goals. Don't just say a vague term. Like actually have, like I even said like I actually put in my phone. I'm like, I want to get to this much money a month. I want to make this much money a month kind of thing. A goal. That's not far off. Not like something crazy like, I want to make 15 grand a month. I wish. But no. But one of my things was like, one of my all-time, it's not really a goal. I just was like, I need to polish up my thumbnails. So that's what I started doing. It's just making my thumbnails look good. Put some lettering in there. Change it up. Draw some attention to it. And, take some pride, man. Take some pride in the thumbnails. Don't get lazy. And actually, I've been enjoying it. Just trying to create some nice thumbnails. It actually, it complements the video. So if you're a new YouTuber, do that. Especially my short videos. A lot of the time, if the generated thumbnail just showed me showing whatever tweet that I'm looking at or whatever, I thought, good enough. I'm like, no, I got to make it better. No, let's make it better. Put my big fat head in there again. You're not tired of seeing that, right? I don't know. But, when it comes to 2020, it's going to be a good year, a better year, I'm hoping. I'm not saying that 2019 was like a bad year, but, it's just, you just want it to be better every time. I'm hoping to progress in all of this, which what I've noticed is, because usually what happens when it comes to YouTube stuff and everything, I've noticed in the past years, like views shoot up at the end of the year. Seems like all the time. Well, at least the past 2 years, or 3 even maybe. They the views shoot up, and then when come January, they just take a dive. And I was always like, what the fuck? Why is that weird? Maybe because there's not enough new stuff, but I'm like, just what I've noticed now, and it's all about being patient. It really is. You're starting a channel. I've been doing this for a while, and it's hard to just get out there. I've noticed that as long as I'm consistent and I'm posting some stuff that's coming out, that news that you guys want to hear me talk about, bullshit, whatever, it's all good. And views are remaining up in January for once. I'm gonna have wow. I was looking at my views. I'm like, that's cool. Look at that. Staying up. That's what he said after he took the Viagra pill. Staying up. But, so, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. And then, it's going to be a busy year. It could be a very busy year for me. Because, and I'm slightly worried, but I'm also no, I think I can handle it. There's a slight chance, guys, that I will be working 2 day jobs. That's right. This new job I got, and working on the side for my old job. As much as I kind of just want to put that place in my rear view, I do handle a lot of things at that place, and I feel kind of bad because I do like the people I work for, even though the higher ups piss me off. So I said, I'm leaving, but if you guys let me take this desktop home, my work computer, I will work on the side. I will work weekends. I'll work a couple hours a night and make sure that, you guys aren't left high and dry until you guys start hiring some more people. And God knows they're not really rushing to do that. Jesus Christ, they're not. Swear, our plan is to hire more people. Yeah, when? You haven't fucking had any interviews in 3-4 months. Jesus. And more people have quit than you've hired. So, I'm just I'll do it. And, the one thing is most of my stress comes from just being in that office anyways, it seems. So if I'm just like because I'll probably just be working on not as many things, thankfully, and I'll be working on the comfort of my own home. I don't mind getting up on a Saturday, make some coffee, just be in my fucking undies, just on my computer. Hopefully no conference calls. Hey, guys, there's my nipples. No, that's not going to happen. But, yeah, so I might be doing that. It'd just be like a part-time, and then it'd be nice to make some extra money. But that, and I'm not going to let it take time out of my movie stuff. I just got to value my time. And I think that's another resolution that I'll have. A goal is to not waste time. There's so many times where I do that. And you need those days off. Those, take the day, disconnect from fucking social media, please. Even if it just means binge watching movies or a show or something like that. Just disconnect. Disconnect. I haven't had one of those days in a while, and I'm due for one. I don't know, it might be Saturday. You're gonna hear from me Saturday. Yeah. It's because this thing below my ear ate me. Ugh. Jesus. Ugh. Okay, I shouldn't touch it. Jesus Christ. This is the worst podcast ever. Starting off the new year, great. But I'm like all about like, hey, I wake up on a Saturday and work like a fucking 6 hours on whatever I need to work out. Just give them 6 hours. Boom. There you go. Just make some extra money because God knows I need it, because you guys know that I'm starting to pay for when I had my appendix taken out and I didn't have insurance, and I racked up over 40 grand in a hospital bill. Yeah, for some of you that are new, last year I almost died because that little ticking time bomb that is in all of us decided to go off. Good thing it was a contained explosion, and they got it out, and I'm fine. So, but sadly at the time I didn't have any insurance. So, yeah. I'm like slowly, and then I'm thinking of ways I gotta like really just get these phone calls from stopping and this, that, and this. Yeah, it's not fun, guys. It's not fun. But it's like, I don't know. Even if I did have my insurance, I'd still be paying like a portion of it that I wouldn't have been able to just write a check for. It's all fucked. You know how it is. The healthcare system. It's always, everybody talks about this and that. Oh, it should be universal, and you should just what? Well, first off, it's not. It's funny because when that whole debate, the right and the left, always talk about that. It's not. It's always, they always go to the extreme. People make it sound like, oh, it should just be free and that's it. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. It's a human right. No, I don't think so. I'm more like, if you work, get it. I don't know. I'm like in the middle with the whole thing. Like, I get it. Everybody should have it. Yes. There should be, let's find a way to do it. And nobody can seem to find a way. And they charge you ridiculous fucking, just an ambulance ride from one hospital to another, 3 minutes away, $1,200. And I didn't even need to take it. I could have easily had my mom take me, and yeah, I got that bill and it was $1,200. That's how fucking ridiculous it is. Yeah, there needs to be, I don't know what the solution is. All I know is, yeah, it gets ridiculous. It does. It really does. And I just wonder, if I did have my insurance, how much I still would have had to pay for it. Would have been like half? That still would have been like 20 grand. That's a lot. I don't know. It's all fucked. We're all fucked. We're all going to World War III anyways, right? Right? Wait, what? Anybody talking about that anymore? No? That's right. Not many people are talking about that right now, are they? Why? Because we're so fucking reactionary. And people hate Donald Trump so much, they just go, whatever he does, I'm against. The man could cure cancer and give everybody unicorns. And they'd find a way to say, oh no. They find a way to say it's bad. Jesus Christ. It's weird. It's fucking weird. how people hate that man so much, and I don't even like understand it. Like, I get it. I'm like, I'm not really a fan. I wish some of the shit that he says is just like, come on, dude, just you're full of yourself. Shut the fuck up and like do some shit. And he has done some shit. I can actually say that he's done some shit. Economy's doing pretty well. Unemployment's way down. A lot of things are going well. I mean, I there's not a day that I don't see a now hiring sign. I see now hiring signs when I go out like 6, 7 times. They're all over the place. Everybody's always hiring. You know, when people are like, yeah, we need jobs, they're out there. They're all fucking out there. Unemployment's at an all-time low. Okay, can you at least say that that's good? But of course, the only way that they could say it's good is by saying, well, that was started by Obama. Okay, fine. But it's been almost 4 years with this guy, and it hasn't increased. It's even gotten lower. So, come on. And when it comes to this whole, like, Iran thing, I mean, it sounded a little scary, but of course the media always has to make it sound a little scary. I mean, okay, basically listening to some podcasts, listening to some people, it was an ego thing. It definitely was a fucking Trump ego thing. I mean, the dude that they blew up, I'm not even going to attempt to say his name or look it up right now. I know it started with like an S. But, I mean, he was a bad dude. And it's weird when you have these, like, these celebrity liberal elites out there that are, like, backing up the guys. That's how they hate the man so much that they'll, like, praise an actual terrorist. And he was. But then at the same time, look, I mean, you go to CNN and MSNBC, somebody even, like, mentioned this. When they talk about the guy, they defend the guy, and they show a picture of him looking like a normal dude, smiling. You go to Fox News, you see him like full-on soldier mode, looking like an evil son of a bitch, like fucking Palpatine. God, we are watching 2 different goddamn movies. When I look at my timeline when this shit happens, I'm like, people are watching 2 different movies. 2 different movies. It's weird. It's very strange to see how people react to this. I don't understand it. I really don't. I'm just kind of going, well, wait a minute. Can we just, let's wait a minute. Oh my God, they killed 30 people at the playback. This is all on Trump, And then I'm going, well, wait a minute. We haven't heard the official word. Oh, wait, it was nobody. Nobody got killed. No Americans got killed when they had supposedly attacked. And then it's like, but then we just forget about it. We just move on to the next thing. It's so fucking ridiculous. I hate it. I fucking hate it. I hate how reactionary everybody is. It's so fucking annoying. World War III, oh my God. No, nobody's going to go to World War III. Nobody's going to draft the young generation at all. Okay? They're all pussies. They're all fucking pussies. That's why they stormed the drafting site to research or to ask whether they or worried that they were going to be drafted. They're all fucking pussies. There's no way. They're all fucking sucking down like black market vape pens and chewing on Tide Pods. That's what they're doing. And trying to be the next TikTok celebrity. Nobody wants you to go to war. And with technology these days, it's not. I just watched 1917. That's a whole different breed of human right there. Whole different breed of human. Watching World War I, those guys had nothing and no choice. And they went to that shit and they stormed beaches and so many people got fucking killed. Nowadays we have so much technology, drones and just, yeah. I mean, yeah, there's still boots on the ground, but fucking A, man. It's not like it was. And I think a lot of people, especially the younger generation, I think they think it's like that still. Like you're gonna be showing up on beaches and storming the beach of Normandy or whatever the hell. It's gonna be like the beginning of Saving Private Ryan. Oh my God, they're gonna show me that. No, you're not gonna be drafted. The last time the draft was implemented was like what, 1973? You're fine, you pussies. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm only saying this because I think I'm past draft age. I don't know. I don't even know what the cutoff is. Don't they like, it's all 20s? I don't know. I'm 36, so. And I wear glasses. Don't they frown on glasses? And then it's so funny, too, because, you know, when there was that whole ban, I guess, on transgender enlisting, and everybody made a big fuss out of that. And then all of a sudden, like, when that happened, there was, like, actual transgenders that were, like, posting, oh, I'm glad I'm transgender. I won't get drafted. And I'm like, well, which one do you want? What do you want? Which one is it? We know that you didn't actually want to do it, but you're making a big fuss because, you know, Pumpkinhead said, good God. People are, fuck everybody. Seriously. Everybody's a bunch of narcissists now. That's what it is. We're all just a bunch of narcissists. We all hate the country we live in when we have it so good. We have it so good here. We really do. I mean, like I said, 2020, I'm sitting here drinking some Cabernet, talking to a microphone as my computer records my voice. And then I got my flat screen on in the distance where I'm streaming from my tablet television. No box, no wires, nothing. As I sit here cozy in my apartment that has a bunch of comic book shit hung up on the wall. Yeah. And I bought a Batman hat tonight. Yeah, we have it good. We do. Jesus Christ. But a lot of people online just make it seem like we got to. And I'm looking at iTunes open, and I could literally just rent a movie, a new movie that just came out. I could rent Ad Astra right now and watch it zapped instantly to my computer, or I can zap it to my fucking TV and watch a new movie in clear fucking HD 4K if I wanted to. I remember Blockbuster nights. I remember how exciting that was. My mom would take me to the video store. It was either Blockbuster or Fox Video, local. Go there. She'd pick her movie. Let me pick probably two. She'd always let me pick two. My mom was awesome like that. It was always disappointing when like a movie that I wanted to see, because they would always have the boxes like up, and then they'd have like the empty cases behind it. That's how many copies they had left. And sometimes there was no case behind the fucking... Oh, no, they don't have it. Fuck. Can you imagine that? You youngsters out there afraid of being drafted for World War III? Can you imagine, like, if you clicked on Netflix and they said, too many people are streaming this right now, we can't stream it for you. Yeah. Back in my day... And even that was, like, convenient. It was all convenient. Jesus Christ. It's just crazy to think about. Like, 2020. Here we are. Fucking 2020. And I'm literally just like... I mean, when I got done with my videos and I was going to head over to the mall where the theater is, I mean, I just went on my phone. I grabbed my Fandango gift card that I was given at Christmas. And I went on, got my ticket, entered the gift card, and guess what? Hey, not even paid for my movie ticket. And there we go. I got my movie ticket, walked up, she scanned my phone, and I'm in. With a seat picked for me. Like, that seat was for me for that time period. Okay? There was no getting there and trying to find a good seat. No, I picked the seat from my phone. This is how good you fucking have it right now. Maybe not everybody. I mean, I know there's people around the world that might not have it as great, but I'm talking about people in America. Do we still have problems? Of course we do. There's still little things. But I'm just saying, embrace the fucking shit. Embrace the technology. It's just crazy. You know, when I always watch movies about the future, I was always mind blown by it, you know? And we're past a lot of that. We're past Back to the Future 2 by 5 years. We're past Blade Runner by like, what, 3? Or was it 2019? I can't remember. Was it 2017 or 19? I don't know. But we're all past that. We're past so many things that we watched on movies earlier when they thought like, oh, by this time it's going to be like this. And it's not. Not even close. But then we have all this other stuff. What's the next thing? I was trying to think. Demolition Man, was that like 2030? Oh, we're like 9 years away from fucking 2029. Terminator. Is there gonna be an apocalypse in the fucking Skynet? What would they call it? We wouldn't call it Skynet. Well, in Dark Fate, what did they call it? I don't even remember. I don't even remember. I don't remember what they called the version of Skynet in there, which I thought was a good idea. Like, name it something different, cool. But at the same time, they just kind of recycled Genesis, because Genesis was like Skynet. It was just all called something different. It started with an L, right? Fuck, I can't remember. But, yeah. Yeah, there's some shit that's weird. There's some shit that's scary. Guess what? We still have it pretty damn good here. And if you're in any of these nations and, shit's going down, that sucks. Does suck. And hopefully things, I don't know, one of these days, are we ever going to achieve world peace? You ever just wonder that, because it's all just a bunch of, George Carlin said it best. It's all just a big dick measuring contest, right? That's all it is. Big dick measuring contest. That's all these wars are. And that's why the bullets and the missiles and the bombs are shaped like dicks. He used to say that. Look it up. George Carlin. Fucking awesome. Talk about war. He'd always say that. It's just a big... Yeah, what? They have bigger dicks? Bomb them. God, nobody will ever top him. Imagine if you took George Carlin from like the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, George Carlin, and placed him into this society now. Holy shit. He'd be like, nope, take me back. There's so many things he predicted. So many things. You go back and you're like, holy shit, he predicted this. The whole war, the whole war on language and free speech. He fucking predicted it. He predicted a lot of the shit, and it's just like, it's crazy. It's crazy to think about. That's why he's a legend and will always be a legend. But I'm loving the fact that your Dave Chappelle's, your Bill Burr's, your Ricky Gervais's, they're out there just going, hey, fuck off. I'm the comedian. I'm going to fucking say it as it is, and I'm going to keep you on edge. I'm going to call it out, you uptight motherfuckers. Free speech. I'm going to make jokes. If you're offended, well, get over it. Until one of them actually goes out there and just starts blaring out slurs and big time, and then there's no jokes behind it. Yeah, then you could start calling them out. But they don't give a fuck. You go after everybody. That was what was great about Chappelle's last special. He went after everyone. Okay, didn't matter who. But of course, there's always those certain groups that are more vocal than the others. But he went after gay, trans, black, white, everybody. Which is great. And Ricky Gervais, he killed it at the Golden Globes. Holy shit, I was laughing my ass off. He was calling he called out the entire room. He called them out. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, he fucking called out the entire room and told them to fuck off. Don't do your political speeches. Naturally, still, many of them did. Because that's just the blowhardy bullshit that the Hollywood elite, they got to just do it. They can't help themselves. They got to make themselves look good. And then even Joaquin Phoenix was like, fuck off, all you people. Don't take your private jets to Palm Springs and then start educating people on climate change, you fucks. By the way, I heard some rumor that Leo was not too happy about that. I don't know. I heard some rumor. And then there was like something from a certain Twitter handle that apparently posted some of that stuff, is that it led to Phoenix getting punched in the stomach so hard that he fell to the ground. I don't know if it's true, but I don't know. And then from what I was told, it was Leo or someone from Leo's camp that was not happy about him saying that. I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to it's just something I heard. I'm not saying it's full on legit. It's just crazy when you hear little things. And it's just, Leonardo DiCaprio, he's big on the whole climate change thing. But at the same time, he's like, he's taking private jets with fucking models that are 22 years old on it, It's all just a... Hollywood's weird. And, you know, when you make friends that are within that machine and they start telling you things, it can sometimes make it hard for me to want to even talk about it or report shit. And I even asked them, like, how do you do it? How do you do it? He's all, because there's still good people within it, and they love the craft of it all, of some of it, you know, the craft of good storytelling, the art of that. And I go, yeah, I can see that. That's what I like too. I think that's what drives me. But when you really respect, oh man, I love this actor or this filmmaker, and then you hear that they're a piece of shit, it's just like, fuck, man. I've heard, and I've been told a lot of things too, and it's just, some of it's like been like, no. Like, it's just like, my heart. I love that guy. He seems like such a nice piece of shit. This is what he did. Oh, fuck you. No, he didn't. Yeah, he did. And then you hear from someone, oh, no, fuck. By the way, Ellen DeGeneres, I heard she's a fucking see you next Tuesday. I know she got like that honorable award at Golden Globes. The whole time I'm going, I heard she is like one of the worst people to work for. Like her crew on her show are fucking scared of her. I've heard that from so many different, I've heard that from people I've talked to personally. I've heard that on podcasts from people that I listen to. They say she is one of the worst people. So when she's up there just like thanking you and saying this, that, and this, she is full of shit. Like, I'm sure she busted her ass. She's funny. I've seen her stand up. Her stand up is funny. I never got into her show, but when she's doing all that, I mean, especially with the show Dancing Around, it's all a front. It's all a front because she's a cunt. Oh, do you see how poetic that was? Holy crap. Write that one down. It's all a front because she's a cunt. YouTube's going to censor that one. Careful. There's a lot of copyright stuff going on, especially with Twitter. Some people have been getting suspended. And it's funny because, the certain loud-mouth people in the Snyder Cut fandom think it's a conspiracy that try to silence Snyder fans. This is how this is the narcissism. Go back to the narcissism. This is how they think they're that important or that relevant that, oh my God, like Hollywood and Twitter are out to get us. And I'm like, no, that person was suspended because of copyright. Apparently, they're really cracking down on the copyright, so you got to be careful with that. Anything that leaks out, like I was worried. I kept seeing people tweeting out the leaked out Birds of Prey trailer before it actually like came out legit. And I was like, people, stop. You're going to get suspended or it's going to get pulled. And some people got their videos pulled or GIFs pulled. And I'm like, yeah, and there's a chance you can get suspended for doing it. So fucking be careful, you know. Just a word to the wise. Just be careful when you're posting that shit. Really be careful. I gotta watch out too. I mean, last year I had 2 copyright strikes. One because fucking DC and Warner, whatever the heck, I don't know, not really Warner Brothers, but DC Universe, they posted the Titans trailer and I did a reaction, but apparently they posted it too early, removed it, and then posted it later that morning, and they fucking copyrighted my video because I already did a reaction. That's all. I tried to fight that, didn't work. Bullshit. And then the other one, I was stupid. I don't know what I was thinking, but there was like set photos of reshoots of Birds of Prey and set video, and I literally fucking put that in the video. That was my bad. That was me just being a fucking moron. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. Yeah, that video I woke up and I had 2 copyright strikes. I was nervous for a bit there, guys. I didn't want to say anything because just so then like the my biggest detractors didn't try to fucking like fuck with me or like try to report any of my shit to try to get me pulled offline, because those guys would love for me, you guys know the guys that I'm talking about. They literally want my audience stripped away from me so I don't have a voice, because they don't like what I have to say, even though I don't really say anything. I mean, you could listen to what they say about me and be like, that's not what Dave said. He never did that. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Anti-Snyder, of course, 100%. Yeah, that's why I've been fucking, defending the man's movie since 2012, 12, 13, 2012. Yeah. Big fucking hater. 8 years. It's all just been bullshit. So I didn't want to mention that I got that. They got all wiped out in November because it's only like a 3-month thing. But I was nervous for a bit there, guys, because you get 3, you can get your fucking account suspended. So yeah, you just gotta be careful sometimes. You gotta be careful on there. But yeah, there's no conspiracy against Snyder fans. You just gotta be, if you're posting some shit. And then somebody, and then if you're going, especially some of these guys that just go after people and just fucking hound them and act like dicks and just start just throwing all this shit at people. Yeah, some people are going to see it and they're going to report you and then you're done. You're suspended for a bit. It's just what happens. So stop being pieces of shit. How about that? Stop being dicks. There's a New Year's resolution. Stop being dicks and cunts. Cunts and dicks. Dicks and cunts. Just stop. And it's funny too, like I've adapted the whole hey, and a lot of people have. I think a majority of people in the Snyder Cut fandom have adapted the whole hey, we're all here for the same fucking thing. We all want the Snyder Cut. That's it. And I'm totally right there too. Sometimes, and I've even recently I've shown some of the shit that's out there. I just do because when I see some of the guys, it's just like, grown adults, grown men that fucking talk like fucking children. I can't sometimes help. It's like the whole Wonder Woman thing. You want Wonder Woman to be like this crazy, you want Wonder Woman to just be this dark character that's cutting everybody's heads off with a sword. Fuck them kids, right? It's like, no, Wonder Woman's supposed to mainly be probably for kids more than you. Then you got, but you got your adult stuff, your Jokers and your Birds of Prey. There you go, your Logans. That's for you. But you can even show your kids that too. Don't make your kid a pussy, man. My dad was all about fucking showing me Terminator, Predator, Aliens, R-rated shit. But yeah. It's not, you're grown people, the whole, and I was just showing people on my Twitter the other night, a grown man just like saying that Matt Reeves, Judas Reeves or whatever the hell, fuck Pattinson, fuck that, ridiculous hashtags, and I called him out on it, and then he went off on me. He called me cancer. He said like my mom must be proud of the cancer she raised. And all this stuff. This is a grown man, and he kept going off, and people were like joining in and going, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And he was going off on them, and then of course he played the victim card, even though he was claiming I was playing the victim card. I'm like, no, I was just calling you out on your stupidity. It's just, I'm like, you're a grown man. What is wrong with you? And it's just where we are right now, especially with social media. Fucking narcissism. It all goes back to narcissism. They just think they're right. They think, and they can have all this pushback and people just being like, what the fuck? And you can have all these other fuckers that still talk shit about me or any of my associates that I talk to all the time. And then I just look and I'm like, okay, your audience is not growing. Why is my audience growing and yours not? And then it's the excuse of, we're not doing it for that. Yeah, you are. Especially if you want to spread the Snyder Cut stuff. Jesus Christ. And I'm not gonna fucking talk shit about any campaigns or anything like that. I never really did before. I said there's some things I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I don't agree with that. Like the latest debacle was, I guess they ran a banner at the soccer game. Some soccer game. They released a Snyder Cut and blah blah blah. To me, I was like, that's nothing for me. I live in the fucking States. We don't care about soccer. Put that during the Super Bowl. See how much that costs. Holy shit. But at the same time, I'm like, it just seems like a waste of money because I'm like, Snyder and then with his fans made such a big impact like back in November, and things really got talked about and things are happening behind the scenes. Now it's just a waiting game. And it's just, I think some of these guys, they just can't sit there and wait. They got to continue and do more things. And I'm like, all right, power to you. I'm not going to sit there and just full on support it, like I did once. But then I got, thrown to the wolves. And even if I like make one little comment about it, man, my mentions just, it turns into an explosion, man. The hyenas show up. It's not how hyenas laugh. But yeah, they show up, and it's just like, uh-oh. Watch out. So, yeah, I just kind of stay out of it, Hey, do what you want. It's fine. Hey, cool. You got it up. People were posting that they saw it on TV. Cool. Good job. But I'm not going to, like, dedicate a video about it, or anything. I mainly just wait for what Snyder's next move is, That's all. All right, let's answer some questions here finally. Jesus Christ. If you want to ask me a question, just hashtag film junket. Oops, I can't spell it. Junket podcast. Okay, here we go. Latest. All right, here we go, guys. Ryan Rivera. Good thing you asked this today, and I could still catch it. Do you think Black Mask and Birds of Prey will be as intimidating, if not more, than Jared Leto's Joker? I think he will. I think he's gonna show his power. Looked like he was. Some bodies hanging from like chains and shit. Well, we'll see. Hopefully. Jonathan Sanchez. Do you think the Snyder Cut will be released after Birds of Prey? I wouldn't say released. No. Announcement? Maybe. I don't know. Just like HBO Max gets thrown out there, in May? I'm hoping for an announcement by then, maybe, but not a release. There's not going to be a release. Chris Dawson, Mr. Black Suit Edition. Do you think a director's cut of Star Wars being a success would be a good thing for the Snyder Cut movement? Also, what did Santa bring you for Christmas? Yes, it would, because that person's cut is now going to be over at Warner Brothers helping that shit. So maybe that would, Mr. JJ. It's so up in the air with that guy, though. I don't know. We have the JJ cut. The JJ cut didn't really go anywhere, and it probably won't go anywhere. So, but Snyder Cut, see, that's the thing. Snyder Cut, been around forever, and it's stuck. JJ Cut, you haven't heard about it since that, one day. Yeah, I don't think it's ever going to be a thing. And mainly Santa gave me a movie gift card, so I don't have to pay my own money to go see these movies. How about that? I have a question. Okay, Josh Myers asks, I have a few questions. How divisive do you think Zack Snyder's Justice League will be? Does Warner Bros. Actually want the movie out there? Who sparked negotiations, Warner Bros. Or Snyder's camp? Well, I would say it would be divisive, but I think what wouldn't be divisive is the fact that most people would think it's way better than what we got in the theaters. Way better than the Justice cut, the Whedon cut. Does Warner Bros. Actually want the movie out there? I think if they see it as a potential profit, and if they see it as content for their HBO Max, yes. Who sparked negotiations? I would say Snyder's camp did with that whole campaign that he did. He utilized his fans. Miguel M. asks, what are your thoughts on the potential World War III? I think the media is over-exaggerated. I already kind of talked about that. Yes, they are. Because now nobody's talking about it. We're fine. World War III lasted for a day. Iran doesn't have shit. I mean, they're tiny. We're a fucking superpower. I mean, we'd have to worry about, of course, anybody they're associating with, but I think we're fine for right now. Like I said, it was mainly what I heard from this one dude was that the dude that they killed was always on the list. Even when Bush was there, when Obama was there, They always had the option. Always had the option to go after that guy, but he was like so high up on the list, and both Bush and Obama were like, no, that's too high risk. It's just not a good idea to do that. We don't want to cause too much attention, so we're not going to do that. And Trump was like, yeah, you see that guy? What? The guy right there? No, those fuckers didn't do it? Fuck him. That was horrible. I can actually do a better Trump, but I was on the spot. I couldn't do it that well. And Trump, that was just Trump's ego. But at the same time, he was a bad dude. So that's why it's like mixed. It's like, probably wasn't a good idea, but at the same time, one less evil piece of shit in the world out there. So there you go. Reborn Kryptonian asks, why isn't No Time to Die on your top 10 anticipated movies of 2020? Because it was very difficult to make that list. It would have been in the top 20 list. It's up there. I'm really looking forward to it. Don't worry. Mr. Brad Curran asks, what are your thoughts on the Sonic movie? Also, I'm also not trying to get political, but who would be your first choice to play Donald Trump? And he votes Jack Black. God, that's a good one. I don't know. Yeah, I think Jack Black is actually a good one. I'm going to agree with you on that. I think he could do a good Trump. What are your thoughts on the Sonic movie? I want to see it. They've done a good job. Like, the redesign is better, and then the slight marketing of Baby Sonic, that was actually, I thought, was pretty brilliant, because if they just added that, brilliant, because they added that the last week of The Mandalorian, so there's that whole debate, and it trended, so good job of marketing. But if it was always in there, it was a good idea to release it that week. So there you go. Michael Minette asked 2 questions for ya. What are your thoughts on Andy Muschietti using Flashpoint for his Flash movie? Well, you could see my video on that. And number 2, on the scale of 1 to infinity, how crazy do you think the reactions to Pattinson's Batsuit reveal will be? It's gonna be annoying. It's gonna be fucking annoying, because there's gonna be a bunch of people that shit on it, bunch of people that love it. There's gonna be like debating back and forth for like a week. It's gonna be chaos. The people that are, the diehard DCEU guys, the guys that are mainly just Snyder fans, they're gonna shit. It could look so fucking beautiful, but they will say it's like the ugliest thing in the world. It's a fucking biased. They're gonna be biased. They're gonna be the same. They turned into the people that they fought against. I love it when people say, "This is where we fight." I'm like, you're pounding your fucking keyboard or your phone. Fuck off, fighting. Yeah, it's gonna be the same thing with like what we did with Batfleck. Defending that to like other people, except the bloggers and all that stuff didn't act like some of these guys that just act like children. It's a different breed. Like I said, when I've shown that on my Twitter, I'm like, whoa, my God. John Campea, didn't act like that? I almost feel sorry for these people. I'm like, there's no way you can act like this in real life. Eric M. Blake. Hey, guys. Eric M. Blake. Remember, even in my vodka stream, I was like, I haven't heard from this guy. Anybody know what happened to Mr. Blake? Yeah, he's doing fine. He's doing fine. He said, hey, Dave, it's been a while, mainly because I've been facing some health problems. I've been in the hospital. Apparently, he fell off a roof or a ladder, hit his head. So that's what that was. So is there any new update on the Snyder Cut progress? Not that I know of. I haven't heard anything new. And then Matt McGo77, yeah, he shows the concept art of Rock's Black Adam and Henry Cavill's Superman fighting. You think this could still happen? I think it could. They did meet up together. You better believe they fucking talked about that when they were sharing some tequila. Yep, I think is that it? No, it's not it. Majin Gaku Black. I always say your shit wrong. Give us your hottest takes on the thing called Bob Chipman. Bob Chipman. Is that was the alien that Luke got the green blue nipple milk out of, right? Fuck that guy. He was the first one to just say like, oh yeah. Ricky Gervais. I was like, Ricky Gervais was like, how is my jokes going after the Hollywood elite and corporations make him right wing? Which, yes, that's very liberal to do what he did. Yet, this is why people are such hypocrites and narcissists. And Bob Shipman's he's a big ass narcissist. I would hate to see what his browser history actually has. I'm sure it's bad. And what he's into, especially if since he does kind of like make money off this stuff. God knows what he pays for. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. Yeah, good. Yeah, think about that, guys, and good luck sleeping tonight. And then finally, Gabrielle Mall asks, since the MCU is rumored to be plucking Christian Bale for their garbage Thor sequel, who would you take from Marvel for a DC movie, and what role would they play? I don't know. It'd have to be somebody who's not currently working. I don't know. That's a good one. I saw somebody say Chris Evans is Two-Face, Harvey Dent. I actually thought that was pretty good. Not bad. Then I'm thinking, like, what would Robert Downey Jr. play in the DCU? And I'm like, just cause an uproar and cast him as a white Lucius Fox. Hey, we made Gordon black. Let's make Lucius fucking white. Just cast Robert Downey Jr. Oh my God, that'd be hilarious. That would never happen. Anyways, guys, there you go. That is the podcast. Thank you for listening. I love you. Happy New Year. And like I said, set goals for yourself. And, make them visible. Something that you really want to change about yourself, make it a goal and just make specifics. It doesn't have to be like an instant thing. But just like work up to it, set little things, just do it. Like I said, one of my goals was just to make my thumbnails better, and I've been keeping up with it, and I plan on keeping up with it. And I've made some other things too, I guess, maybe cut down the heavy drinking. Yeah, I was just like, sometimes, it was like, oh man, I'm sipping on vodka on my podcast, and just like this is like the only glass of wine I had tonight. Like I went to the movies, came home, and then I poured this glass of wine for the podcast. So it's not like I was like boozing before and during and after the movie. But it was just a glass of wine, which actually I've heard many times that a glass of red wine at night is actually healthy. That's just what alcoholics say, right? Anyways, guys. Follow me on all the stuff, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Patreon if you want to help out. Shirts down below and everything. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later.